Welcome back to Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. Before the season started, we at Mets Weekly were trying to figure out a way to provide Met fans with something they've never seen before. Let me tell you, a daunting task for sure, considering how much information Met fans are accessible to. But what we came up with during spring training was pretty unique, as we were joined by former Met and current SNY analyst Bob Ojeda and had him crash not one, but 2 spring training sessions.
Beautiful, that's it, that's money. I've got my money on you. There you go, get on top of it.
Hoj, it seems to me you got a lot of guys early in camp and a lot of guys in tremendous shape early in camp. Would you say?
Including myself, by the way.
Oh, dude, you look fresh, very fresh. Would that be a byproduct of that sense of, we're not going to dwell and live in the past, but I got some work to do, I got something to do.
No question. Like David, take David, had a down year, He wants to prove that he's that kind of player that he was before. And that's always a good thing whenever players feel like they have to do something, the following year. They come into camp, they have a different attitude.
Ooh, Lord, that's nice.
What do you like to do?
Like 10 or 15 off the tee just to stay inside it, and then just a little front toss.
Perfect, perfect.
Jason Bay. He's a blank slate coming in. What have you seen from him so far?
I just love the energy that he brings. He's got a calmness about him that the guys kind of feed off of. They love him, and he's genuine.
You're going to put a lot of weight in the win-loss record?
I'm not too worried about wins and losses, but I do want to see guys execute in situations because it's important to do that here so that going into the regular season, they have done it. 10-line drive, game on the line. Oh yeah, kidding me. Wow.
Looks like you've pitched before in your life.
I'm here with Dan Worthen, and we just watched the bullpen with Johan.
Today was 3 times up and 3 times down, so a total of 50 pitches, 20, 15, and 15. Nice work. You're not hitting this inning, so get your jacket, relax. Good inning. We felt that he got in some bad habits with his elbow last year, so trying to cheat, as people will do. If you have an injury, you try to go to a different area, and he's such a great athlete that he can improvise almost anything and find a way to try to get the job done. Good slider, Joe. And 2-seamer. It's nice. He's one of the very few pitchers in baseball that has 100% of his height to his stride, and by that I mean, coming off of the rubber, his full height of 6 foot is all the way ahead to his stride. I mean, look at your footprint, it's perfect. You got the right line, you got out over the front leg, you got a high back leg, your head's down, your hands to the target, you got great extension, better than I've seen since I've known you here. I mean, you should be pretty pleased where you are right now.
I'm on the top of the world right now.
You are on top of the world. Boom!
What I love, it's a real bullpen. You're putting a hitter in there.
Hanley Ramirez.
How important is that?
Jason Worth. Santana will throw 20 pitches, get ready, and say, okay, now I'm ready for hitters. Brian McCann. Whether it be Utley or Howard, or we toss a couple right-handers in there, whether it be Pujols or whatever. I even, messed up a little bit and didn't call a name out after we had gotten an out, and
he stepped off.
Stepped off. He says, who's hitting now? I got to know who's hitting. I mean, he put himself in a baseball game today on February 28th. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Recently, manager Jerry Manuel called Angel Pagan the most pleasant surprise of the first half. And who can blame him? Heading into the season, Pagan was expected to be the Mets' 4th outfielder. But the 29-year-old has stepped up to fill the void left by the injured Carlos Beltran, becoming one of the most consistent hitters in the Mets lineup. Pagan has also contributed off the field as well by helping some of the younger Spanish players with their English. Not only that, but the switch-hitting Pagan also has a pretty interesting nickname, which we found out from some of his Met teammates earlier this year.
Here comes Pagan to dive, and he made the catch!
We nicknamed him Crazy Horse. And he likes that.
Oh yeah, Caballo Loco. Yeah, Crazy Horse.
The first guy that called me Crazy Horse here was Carlos Delgado, He put me Crazy Horse because the way I play. I'm crazy sometimes, and I just like to be aggressive.
We always talk the way he play out there, crashing into walls, stealing bases, diving, so We started calling him the Crazy Horse, and we love it.
And now breaking for the plate, Pagan, nobody's covering, and he scores! Pagan steals a run!
I don't know what it comes from, but I can tell you with Angel what it means, because this guy's put together pretty good. He has muscles on top of muscles. He's built like a horse. And I guess everybody know what crazy means.
He's run too much. He's quick, he's crazy when he starts running.
I like the nickname, you know. I have fun with it, and hopefully I can keep being the Crazy Horse here, you know. I like it.
Mets fans have been able to watch Angel Pagan fill in tremendously for the recovering Carlos Beltran over the past 2 seasons. And while there were some growing pains on the bases for Pagan last year, he has never lacked effort. And for that, he is becoming a fan favorite.
Chip and Razor, especially Razor, has done a tremendous job with Angel and talking about situations, talking about base running.
Hit in the air to deep center field. It's off the fence and bouncing away. He's going to be waved home. Here comes the relay throw to the plate by Desmond. He's safe and inside the park, home run. Angel Pagan goes coast to coast.
Angel, with the experience that he has last year, playing every day, has responded very well. He has responded very well to the teaching.
After the first 2 months of this season, Pagan led the Mets, boasting a .381 batting average with runners in scoring position.
Angel has proven that he can be an everyday player and a very versatile player. He has a switch hitter with some power on both sides of the plate, and a guy that has enough speed that he can play in the top of the order very easily. So he's been a big positive for us this year.
And it's a triple play, and the inning is over. Nice.
Right now, I'm trying to cover his spot. Whatever happens after that, you know, I'll have to adjust. But right now, I'm just trying to do my best to cover that big hole he left when he was hurt. But we're looking forward to having him back because it's a big piece of this team, and hopefully I've done a good job.
Still to come, some of the Mets share their favorite post-game celebration stories, as well as who may be the next victim.
I'd like to get Frenchie. Yeah, I'd like to get Frenchie.
Mets Weekly is presented by FlatRate Moving. FlatRate, New York's most trusted moving company for nearly 20 years. Visit flatrate.com for your next move.